I'm trying Romanian wine. I never in my life thought there was wine from Romania.
Oh my God.
When Romania was communist.
Nowadays, we don't afford having a house.
Hello and welcome to Viajando como Local podcast, or in English, Traveling Like a Local podcast, where I basically interview locals or travelers around this world to show you about their culture. In these next 2 months, I'm going to around more than 10 countries, and I'm meeting with a special guest in each country to talk about their culture, their history. In the meantime, we're gonna have some food, some drinks, and I'm gonna show you their cities. That is why if you're only listening to me by audio in podcasts, you're gonna hear a lot of noises from the city around me. But I think this makes it a lot more interesting. Also, the language may vary between English and Spanish, depending what the locals speak in that country. So there are going to be 3 episodes, each of around 10 minutes, talking about different themes. And they're gonna appear on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. So grab your backpacks and let's travel.
I really like my cap, just so you know.
You
Thank
like
you
the
for
cap?
the present, yes.
Bueno, chin chin.
Chin chin.
How do you
cheers.
say here in...
Noroc.
Noroc.
Yes.
Noroc.
Salud.
Salud. Noroc
Yes.
in Romanian.
Yes.
From Noroc. Salud.
Try the local Romanian wine.
It's good. So I'm trying Romanian wine. I never in my life thought there was wine from Romania.
Oh my God, we have amazing wines from all over Romania. This one is from Timiș County, which is a county far from Bucharest, approximately, let's say, 400, 500 kilometers. But we do have some wineries that are really close to Bucharest. We have one that is 1.5 hours distance from Bucharest, and
Okay.
they have amazing wines. But in this bar that we have stopped, they
This is
only
the
had
one.
one.
But it's
Yes,
really
this
good.
one. It is. I don't remember the name, sorry for that, but I remembered where is it from. And
Okay.
this is
And now we have a
local
beer.
Yes.
It's called Saganu.
Zaganu.
Saganu.
Z.
The Romanian is not very good looking.
Say Z.
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 Zaganu.
Z.
Z. This is the worst class you can give to a Puerto Rican, bro. Romanian.
But Saganu.
Zaganu.
Saganu,
me
sí,
try it.
en español.
Mhm.
This is the blonde version of it.
Refreshing.
Yes.
Delicious.
This is a local Romanian beer.
So you
in
say
Bucharest.
beer is like one of the most things Romanians drink here?
Yes, mostly during summer times you would drink
Beer
a beer
to
because
refresh?
it's
In
too
winter,
hot in
wine?
Yes, in winter.
And why do you
a-
have this? Why do you order an Aperol
And
Spritz?
I would always drink an Aperol Spritz, even though it's summer or
Okay.
even if it's winter.
He's Italian.
Because I'm Italian.
I'm feeling Romanians are like half Italian, half French.
Yes,
'Cause
and a bit
he
Spanish as well.
He said merci to the guy when we paid,
Yes.
which
But
means thanks. Thanks in
thank you, yes.
Thank you.
We say mulțumesc in Romanian, but we like use the French version, short version, we like merci.
I like it.
But we don't say like merci, it's like merci,
Merci,
just
like
like
I would
that.
say it.
Yes. My soul is also Italian and a bit of Spanish. If I could drink like red wine right now, I would drink a sangria.
Sangria.
Sí, pero I
Aperol
cannot drink.
Spritz.
Yes, I cannot drink either beer, either wine. So I would always drink an
To
Aperol
refresh.
Spritz.
I like your
because-
style.
Yeah, I refresh myself. I think it's like easygoing. You could like drink it very easily, and you don't get drunk. It's
Mm-hmm.
mostly digestive. So yes, for me, the Romanian guy living in Bucharest would be an Aperol
There you go.
Spritz.
No judgment. So I wanted to talk to you about when Romania was communist.
Yes. it
So
was.
from what I study in history, you know, in the Second World War II, in 1944, the Russian, the Soviet Union, they took control of Romania in 1944, and they converted it to communism. So
Yes.
1947 to 1989, it was a communist party.
Oh my God, you're so smarter than me. I mean, like you know more than I do, and I am from Romania.
But I'm like refreshing, you know. He was also a dictator, so
Yes.
And what I was reading, you have different perspectives. Of some people like communism because you had a different way of living
Yes,
and getting
some
some stuff.
advantages back then. Yes.
And then the other part is you didn't have any freedom or a lot of murders. What's your opinion with
yes.
this as a Romanian? Or,
So-
or or from your parents?
Yes.
What do you know?
So I was born in 1989, so I just...
You were born right there when the
Yes, when
Berlin
the
Wall
communism
fell
yes.
down.
Well, but so I don't have much memories, actually, no memories at all. But yes, I do have some stories from my parents and from my grandparents. So we would have this two categories of people. Like one of them would say it was better back then,
Okay.
because of even though they could not afford food like that much, so they would have to sit in a row to have the occasion to buy eggs or bread or meat. They would have homes. So if you would work in a
So they give you like a free
fabric or-
home.
yes, they would give you like an apartment that you would pay like a really low amount of money on it, and then you would pay like monthly rent that was really really low, so everybody could afford
Okay.
like having a house. Nowadays we don't afford having a house. We all live like with rent, but the rents are
hard.
high. And if
Yeah.
you want to buy an apartment, of course, comparing with other big cities, the prices here are lower, but you still have like from 200,000 euros for a flat to 1 million or maybe more. But like a usual Romanian would probably try to find an apartment, but they have to have a credit from the bank.
So-
But I do think like comparing to other cities around Europe, Bucharest is still a cheap
It's cheap,
option
yeah.
to like
I mean,
visit. And
I came from Spain, Italy, and France, which
Yeah.
by now is really expensive. And I come here and I say, a break.
yes, but we still like for us,
For
the
you,
prices
it's-
went higher and
Because
people now-
inflation made it more, and the war
so
also, I imagine.
right now if we would go to the supermarket for the same things that we would buy like
How much?
let's say
how
1
many
month
times
ago,
more expensive?
it's twice the
Wow,
price.
yeah.
So it's still cheaper than the rest of Europe, but it's twice the price,
Okay.
and the salaries are low.
And the thing is, salaries are low here
Yeah.
in Romania.
But I still would recommend you to visit Bucharest because, I mean, not just Bucharest, Romania, because we, as I told you before, we have the seaside, which is amazing. We have the mountainside, which is amazing. We have a lot of hills. We have wineries. We have the area of Transylvania where you would have a lot of
Transylvania.
villages.
So I think
yes.
Transylvania was famous because they made a movie
Yes,
called Transylvania.
Hotel Transylvania, which
Hotel.
was with Dracula.
With
So,
Dracula.
because
but
Brasov is in
that's one of the
Transylvania.
regions
Yeah.
of
Yes.
Romania that has 3 regions, and that zone is very beautiful. I'm gonna go there later, so
Yeah.
I'll tell you if it's really beautiful.
I think I'm 100% sure that you
You're
will love
convinced
it.
I will like
because,
it.
because it's really nice and we have a lot of amazing villages. And what happens right now in the days we live in, that a lot of young entrepreneurs went there and like resuscitated the villages, and they're like having barns, really cool barns with amazing food, reinterpreted
And would you say
Romanian
like
food.
people in these villages are really calm, are nice, or they're like more reserved, especially with tourists? What's your opinion about
So I
this?
think firstly they would be
They only speak Romanian.
Yeah, of course.
They don't
but they
speak
would
English.
be like, they wouldn't understand what's the deal with the tourism.
Okay.
And they would feel like people are invading their villages. But
Okay.
in the meantime, the villages were almost dead. They would be like, I don't know, 100 citizens that would also live there. But now,
So
like,
you suggest if I go as a tourist, I mean like respect the locals and everything, or like, I mean that's something you gotta do in all parts of the world. Respect.
Yes, that's what I
respect the
wanted to
locals.
say, yes.
But like I mean like,
don't
but
you
like
do it anywhere?
I like to talk to people. I go like, hey, I like to talk.
Yes.
Should I talk to the locals? Like, hey, like, even if we cannot have the same language.
If they're young,
If they're
yes.
young, you
if
say
they're
yes.
not, they won't understand.
They won't
you, so
understand. But I
no.
think with a smile, anybody
yes,
can understand
yes,
you.
and people would be really nice
Like,
to you.
hey.
They would smile and wave. I would recommend yes to smile and wave to the
Okay.
to the people around there.
Okay.
And I really think you would enjoy Transylvania, and for like the old people understood that it is a big thing for people to have tourism. Like the tourism has raised, so now a lot of people know about Transylvania and Romania because of that. So if we wouldn't have the young entrepreneurs to do stuff like that, everything would be dead. So
Would be
we would
dead.
have no tourism. And the bad thing is that our tourism board doesn't do anything for the country itself, but the young people like myself, like
They're
the other
moving
ones,
everything.
yes, they are talking about the country, and they
Chin
give
chin on that,
awareness.
on the
Yes.
rocks. How do you say that again?
Norok.
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 Norok. It means like for
Norok.
me, it's like on the rocks. Norok.
Yes.
Cheers
Norok.
to that.
I drink to that.
Well, Robert, thank you for the time. I had fun running around with you here in Bucharest Old Town.
No
It
problem.
was a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Merci.
My pleasure. Merci. Exactly.
Now I need to learn more Romanian
Or
words.
you have to say mulțumesc to be Romanian. Mulțumesc.
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 Mulțumesc. I'm also speaking Romanian.
Yes. Who come to Puerto Rico?
Yes,
Yes,
lo llamamos a Puerto Rico.
Sí,
para
nos
que
vamos a
baile
ver en Puerto
reggaetón.
Rico para bailar un reggaetón.
Ahí
Sí,
está.
claro.
So where can they find you in your social media? How do you appear in your social media?
I am daddycoolro.
Daddy cool, like a
Yes.
cool dad.
Yes.
So daddy cool. There you go.
It is what it is.
He's a dad.
I cannot help it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm daddycool.ro on my social media. As I told you in the previous episodes, I do travel content, I do parenting content as well, and I also help a lot of children in need back in Romania. And actually, if I were to tell you, my biggest dream is to travel all around the world helping children in need.
Nice.
So like I would go to let's say a very beautiful spot that isn't that popular and went there and teach children English,
Okay.
and while making that spot popular for people to come there having a vacation, but in the meantime helping the community. And I think that's
I like
an
your
amazing
style.
thing to do.
I hope I
Yes.
can join in one
God
of
bless.
those travels.
Yeah.
I can document
do.
document everything.
Yes.
Gracias, amigo. Thank
Con
you, brother.
placer, de nada, ciao.
Ciao.